Big John! TLC! Woo! None of it could deliver. It's a big red down arrow on the road to Backlash. Welcome back to Fog Wrestling. Big John in the house. And you know what? It was as quiet as a mouse, wasn't it? Because see this rating? This is rank rotten. I would expect... I didn't even know Big John was going to be on Smackdown, right? Maybe a lot of people didn't know either, right? I'm not going to pin it all on John, but a John Cena Randy Orton segment, a TLC main event. Dare I say, if I had the star power of the early 2000 TLCs, it might have done a wee bit better.
Yeah, the John Cena heel turn era is here. However, people are turning off the TV. We're less than 5 days away from WrestleMania, and already people are tuning out. So, yeah, the championship era of Cena. Now, some people might turn around and say, oh, this proves that Cody Rhodes... This doesn't prove shit, alright? I don't think people expected John Cena to be on SmackDown. But the clips were pretty good for Cena. We'll cover them in a minute. But the overall rating for SmackDown is not. I mean, and it pretty much looks like... I mean, we know this is going to happen. After WrestleMania, the ratings do die. However, normally we get like a decent rating the night after Mania and the first SmackDown after Mania. But it could just be that Mania was so shite that it's turned people off.
No, it could be that. And also, you got to bear in mind, like, Cena and Orton, they already interacted on Raw. People might have... But that's the thing with the brand split. It's like... I think in an ideal world, like, Cena and Orton's initial contact would have happened on SmackDown, because that is the SmackDown title. But no, they've got to carry over to Raw because Jey Uso's fucking shite. And he just eat it with Jimmy and Sammy. But, again, their segment did last about 25 minutes. So, I think the quarters will be interesting for SmackDown, but... Here, we did see one of the worst women's matches of all time, in my opinion, so I'm not surprised.
Not good, but yeah, the brand split, we can see they just don't care about it. They don't treat it seriously. At WrestleMania, they're like, oh, we need to get all our top stars on each show. It's like, if you knew that you're only getting John Cena on SmackDown, you'd be a lot more likely to tune into SmackDown, but now people already know that you got him on Raw, so... it's just a mess, really, isn't it?
And you look before Mania, a lot of the promos were the same. And maybe people thought, well, why would I tune into SmackDown? It's just going to cut the same thing.
Would you have been surprised on SmackDown if Cena cut the same promo pretty much and Orton came in from underneath the ring and hit him with an RKO?
No, but...
As embarrassing as that is, we wouldn't have been surprised. Anyway, what did the number do? Friday, April 25th, 8 o'clock to 11 p.m, 3 hours SmackDowns. How much longer will these be 3 hours, by the way? We don't know. But, I mean... It's a show killer. Don't get me wrong, it's shite if it was 2 hours, but you make it that extra hour, that 3 hours, it's killing it. It's killing something that's already dead, but there you go. Anyway, SmackDown did a 1.599 million, so just under 1.6 million in the viewership, and it did a key demo of 0.51 in 18 to 49. This is down, the viewership down from last week's 1.741, so it's down 8%, which is not good. And last week, the key demo was 0.55, and that is down 7% this week as well. So, yeah, I believe this is the beginning. Maybe not the beginning of the end, but I do believe now that we're going to see the ratings dip. I expect to see it with Raw and Netflix. I expect to see it with SmackDown. It's already happened, in my opinion, with NXT. The WrestleMania season, the road to WrestleMania, that shit's going to wear off. That stuff's gone. The extra fans that may have tuned in the Mania build, and that does happen, believe it or not. Some people do say that they tune back into WWE in the build up to Mania in case something good's happening. Nothing good happened at Mania. Now we're on the road to Backlash, and less people are going to watch, less people are going to care. And in my opinion, it won't be long until SmackDown's back down at 1.2. I think it could happen within a few weeks, to be honest.
It could, and I think a lot of it, what depends on, is the length of Cena's heel turn, and also title run. Like, I mean, Cena's probably going to hold this to SummerSlam, would be my guess, around that ballpark.
Could you imagine the rating if Cena lost and he wasn't there and Cody Rhodes still champion?
I know, it would be tragic. No, it really would be, like, and I think Cena's going to put the band-aid on the ratings for now, but they are going to go. They're going to go big time.
Yeah, now this is the second highest rating in 6 weeks. And obviously, last week's was higher, just before Mania. But it's going to be how low can you go from here. And I do believe that we will see SmackDown, I think by the end of May, we'll see SmackDown dip into the 1.2 million territory.
I'd agree. But at the same time, Orton Cena so far has done more for me than Cody Cena.
No, it has, but Backlash is coming up soon, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised after Backlash if John Cena does go missing for a bit.
I think
he's not got that many dates left. I think that they'll try and use them smartly. They'll go all out in Backlash, you know what, it's instant Lurie. They'll give Orton his title shot and whatnot, but after that I expect Cena to be gone for a bit, so...
St. Louis, Missouri.
What did I call it?
St. Lurie.
St. Lurie?
There's a mixture of both of them.
I don't even know at this point.
But know what's a mixture of wrestling and Triple H, buddy?
Shite. I mean, just look at it. I mean, they did 1.2 back in November. I think that's what they'll go back down to.
No, they will. Yo, and you want to know why they will? Because the fucking proof's in the pudding. The ratings, literally, it's factual that they go down every year. No word they lie. They hit new lows every year.
Breaking records are not the type of records that you want to break.
No, absolutely. Yo, see, as soon as this Cena title reign comes to an end and whoever wins it after him, I mean, yeah, see if Austin comes back and takes it off Cena, like, the ratings aren't going to fucking nosedive, but if the rumour is, and that is that Cody Rhodes is going to win the belt back, they will fucking do. I mean, I remember I said, like, the
who wants that?
I know. Who does? Same with fucking Gunther. Honestly, see Cody Rhodes, he finished his story, he had his wee moment, bye-bye.
Back to the mid-card.
Yeah. Because Stevie was that bothered about his story being ruined because he won it and his title reign got ruined by Cena at Mania. Where is he then?
Aye, why is he not there? Well, he's not suspended like Gunther, so why is he not there? Anyway, let's look at the clips, and no surprise that the John Cena full segment with Randy Orton did a 3.2 million.
That's a good number.
You know, that is far and away the biggest drawn thing on this show. And again, it's not surprising. It was always going to be that.
No, I actually thought the segment was pretty. I thought it was decent. I thought it was decent between Cena and Orton. There was some stuff they did good with. There was some stuff I didn't really like so much. But I mean, you put Orton and Cena in a segment, it's just two guys that. I mean, I think Cena brings the best out of Orton. I think Orton can be very boring at times, but when he's working with John, he's no bad.
Big match, John. Right, we've cut off some of the fuse here, so we have to... R-Truth congratulating John Cena, 1.4 million.
It was a funny wee segment backstage. R-Truth says he's going to grow up to be like you, John, and John just fucking blanked him.
I don't understand the R-Truth love. I think the guy is funny, but for me, just look at how bad he's got. See, in 2010 or 2011, see when this guy was coming out and smoking and he had no music, that's when he was doing good. And then they just turned him into this, like, fucking retard. Yeah. And this is now when people think, oh, this is when R-Truth's is funniest. Or R-Truth's a national treasure. For me, R-Truth hasn't done anything funny in the last 10 years.
Yeah,
I mean, he was being good. And he had that match against Cena for the belt. And then they teamed up with Awesome Truth. And then after that, you know, he ran about talking to some invisible guy for about 5 years. Had a shite run with a 24/7 belt about 10 million times. And... no, but see this isn't comedy. See what R-Truth does. You have to be retarded to think that's funny. And I know you just said it was funny, but was it really? It's fucking lame.
No, it is lame, but I think most of the stuff on the show is that fucking lame. R-Truth kind of shines above it.
Right, Aleister Black came back to take out The Miz, 1.1 million. Trust me, that will be the last time Aleister Black ever gets a million views in WWE. And it's simply because it's his return. We see this happen all the time. Remember Penta? When he came in, he was getting views. What's he done since then?
Bobby Lashley's the same.
He's done Bobby Lashley's the same. Yeah, you might get a little spike in your debut because people are like, oh, look, he's here. He's arrived here.
Phoenix.
But, you know, see, after that you're done. Aleister Black is done. Number 4, Jacob Fatu attacks Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, and LA Knight. I guess we're going to get some sort of fatal 4-way here for this belt.
Yep, that's what it's looking like at Backlash. I wouldn't be surprised to give it to you on a fucking Smackdown. But again, 4 guys that are better than Jey Uso, who's a world champion.
Yeah, number 6, Jade Cargill steps to Stephanie Stratton.
Aye, well, Stephanie Stratton would be the correct fucking word I'd use, because this match was shite. Brutal, by the way. Worst match this year, and that says a lot.
Yeah, 481k. Who are you blaming? Jade Gargle? Are you blaming Tiffany Stratton?
Well,
Or?
some fucking loser commented, is like, oh, how dare you blame Tiffany? But then at the same time, it's like, how dare you blame Jade? They were both shite.
Well, who are we going to blame? The referee?
Well, I'll actually break it down a bit. It's like, well, that's 2 matches in a row Tiffany's had that have been fucking rank rotten, and Jade's one against Naomi was alright, so maybe more lands at Tiffy time.
It is Tiffy time. Maybe Tiffy time should be over. You know, just... Her run on the main roster's been shite. It is what it fucking is.
Yep.
Anybody who enjoyed that stuff with Nia Jax, man, you've had...
Well, she's back.
Ugh.
She interrupted cost of the match here.
Ooh. Number 7, Selena Vega becomes the new Women's United States Champion. That's got 450k. Selena Vega's a champion. Congratulations. Next week, you'll be lucky if you're on the show. You'll be lucky if you get 100k.
You'll probably outdraw your husband, though.
Yeah. Naomi and Nia Jax and Fade Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill's match. That's got 327k as well. So, you know, is what it is.
Caution tape, people. Caution tape.
Yeah, not great. And the TLC match, which we didn't have on the list, I mean, I believe it got around 600k, which is just poor. You'd think for a TLC match should be, theoretically, like, you know, drawing a shitload, because...
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought the TLC match was pretty decent. There's some decent spots, but there was a bit of lack of no selling, but not the problem is. It's 6 fucking nobodies.
Yeah, that's the problem. Look at the people who are in it, you know, it's just garbage. Why is anybody fucking care?
See as decent as I thought the match
614k?
No, but see as decent as I thought the match was, I bet you this match taking up like half an hour has fucking butchered the ratings.
Yeah, but you can see how if you get a TLC match with 3 good teams, it's actually going to work the opposite. People are going to want to check that out. Oh, I need to see what happened there.
Yeah, like Raw Roulette, you know, like Kane, fucking Hurricane, you got Van Damme, Jeff Hardy, Edge, you know, Jericho, Christian, who was the other team in that match? The Dudleys. It's fucking, like, that's a match I want to see. That's fucking, like, literal, like, world champions
and let's say you get this match on Raw. The teams are probably going to be the New Day, the War Raiders, and JD McDonough and Finn Balor. Who wants to watch that?
No,
the tag division's fucking goddamn awful.
It is.
And that's the facts. That's the truth right there. So, it is what it is, guys. There you go. There's your ratings. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace!